Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
$1963. L25 mule. Okay. Wow. We can figure out and manipulate and maneuver complicated stuff like this. Why can't we put time and effort into designing and advancing medicine where all these diseases are taken care of? 95. 8901. Usually sticking it up with the motor. They have to label a Corvette a Grand Sport. That kind of like overkill. driver rally car. And that doesn't give you very much on it. Not sure what those were for. The little guards on the hood. I guess that's to keep the mud from splashing up on it. Farm driveway, Dempster Highway, Yukon Territory. Got back so you can get a complete look at that. I'm kind of thinking away it's the destruction of the Corvette, but it's still pretty neat looking. And then the 2004 Daytona 500 car. I like the light bar on the top, that's pretty slick. American Evolution. And of course this is the backside of the 81, the 74. Actually had a friend whose uncle had the 74 Stingray convertible, and that was an awesome little car. I don't know what it is. It's kind of odd, but I like that color on these cars. Probably because there aren't that many of them. There's not many that color anyway. It's just different. I like the yellow too, but I don't like how the yellow fades. LED2 turbo. Just in case I missed this, I'll go back over it. Let you get another look at it. Camera cut off on me and I didn't see when, so it's a L82 350 V8 turbo. And this one is just amazing. Corvette V12 89 V12 Falconer, ZR12. Look at that. 6 injectors per side. 6 spark plugs per side. Oh, I thought that was dual alternators before. It's not. Wow. It's just a 6-speed, okay. As if you really need more than 6 gears anyway. It's 89. It's too bad they never mass produced that, but I imagine with it being a V12 it would cost a fortune. Now here's something I thought was really neat. L84 fuel injected, 65 fuel injected. Original price $538. And look at this car. It's just beautiful. Batteries over there under the fender well. These are the kind you don't see at the car shows. Huh. Oh, okay. that you can pause it. '95 ZR1, last ZR1 it says 6-speed. Now we get into the pace cars. This one's slick. Emerson Fittipaldi. Find it right there. Got the navigation on the dash. One of two. The other ones are convertible. Color changing purple and yellow. Nice and racy looking. And that's from 1998. I'll bet it says it right there in front of me. Okay. 1995. Kind of like that design. A little boring looking on the design, but I like the paint scheme on it. 1986. The 70th Indianapolis 500, May 25th, 1996. 1978. Indianapolis pace car, 62nd. God, I can't talk today. Limited edition. I've actually seen some of these for sale for like $100,000. This one still got the plastic on the seats and everything. $1 millionth Corvette. '92 5.7 liter L21, and this is the 1,500,000th Corvette. And they actually use better looking decals to put it on the windshield. 1,500,000th Corvette, 2009. Built May 28, 2009. 3LT preferred equipment, C51 performance package, 6.2 liter V8, 430 horsepower. These concept cars are just weird. I like them, but mainly just because they're weird. It looks like it says Astro 2 on the pillar on that one. But I also like the look of the back end of that one. That's just neat. Neat mostly because it's different. This one, not so much. It's still neat and different, but I'll take you off my head here. See if I can get a cockpit shot. I can't really see in there. Oh well, I tried. AJ Foyt. Look at that. That is just an awesome little car. I hate when people do the tearing them up and redoing them for racing or whatever. But this particular one, it's kind of acceptable. You'll not ever see another one like this. There's the interior. I know it built up for anything. It's got a little roll bar in there, and that's about it. Other than that, it's pretty well stock. Oh yeah, check out these fins on the hood for air cooling and such. And it does actually have the motor in there too. Sometimes they'll pull them out and put the motor on display beside the car. Let's see what this one was. Oh, this is the 2010 Grand Sport. 436 horsepower, 250 cubic inch, 6-speed manual. Blah blah blah. You can read the rest. Pause it if you want to. This is in 1080p, and I'm gonna upload it 1080p, so it's gonna take for stinking ever. And there's your little stripes that mark it as a Grand Sport. And just so that nobody can duplicate them, they've got the Corvette emblem on those too. Now this ends the Corvettes. Chevy 2 Nova, AMC Javelin, 1969. Beautiful. If any of these don't turn out on film, I will put the actual picture up. I took pictures on the way in. 1970 Challenger RT, purple, and one of my favorites, 1969 Camaro. I believe this is a RS. Yep, RS 355. Hugger orange. That is sweet. Rally Sport. Those are aftermarket emblems. But that is beautiful. I love these cars. These are some of the ones that they called the pony cars. But to me, there's not a more beautiful little car out there. Even though that one's not a Z28 like I'd like, it's still nice. 1970 Trans Am. Yeah, I know, right? In the Corvette factory. Got kind of a high stick in that one. Alright, and of all things, they gotta put a daggum Ford product in a Chevy museum. This is the most out of place vehicle here. Cobra Jet 427. Mercury Cyclone 69. And this one's another sweet one down here. These next three cars are actually really, really rare. 1969 Cutlass old 442 convertible. Not sure what the S stands for on the hood. That's some kind of badging thing or what. And here's probably one of the rarest ones they've got in here. Buick GS Stage 1. Buick GS Grand Sport, basically. See the head scoops in the hood. They had a bunch of special things with this car that really made it stand out and smoked the fire out of a bunch of other ones. here we've got a GTO. I wanted to say it was a Judge because it's got the little thing on the hood, but it doesn't say Judge on the paperwork over here. It says 1968 Pontiac GTO, 400 horsepower, 462 cubic inch, 4-speed Muncie. Pretty slick. 346 pack in that Barracuda. Yep, 340 Cuda. I like those too. That's probably about the only Dodge car that I really do like. 1972 Cuda. And mostly with these, it's the fact that they were smaller and still would fly like a scalded dog. Didn't handle corners very well though. And you can't really see in this one to see the pistol grip shifter that they usually have. Well, actually that one doesn't have it. It's got a T-handle shifter. But that's pretty much it. That's the Corvette Museum in its entirety. Everywhere that we're allowed to go in here anyway. I got about 3, maybe 4 more cars to show you on the way out. And then we're out of here. There we go. $1964. That's the one that old man was asking me about. And there's one sitting right here in the lobby. And then this one. That's kind of neat how they got the lights molded into the lower pin. 427. $1967, 390 horsepower, 427 cubic inch, 3.2 barrels. And that's from Nashville. But that's the tour. Thanks for watching.